All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's roll.
Good, man.
Yeah. Welcome on into the latest edition of TECspertZ, the hottest ECU football podcast. And here we are back for another episode. My name is Sean Rocca. I'm the sports and news director of WZMB.
Jarrett, work at WZMB.
Nick, I'm the sports editor over at East Carolinian.
I'm Nick Green. I'm a DJ at WZMB.
And once again, before we get started, TECspertZ is a collaboration between the East Carolinian and WZMB 91.3. And we want to thank the Big Vape Theory for sponsoring today's podcast. So ECU coming off the bye last week, and 2 weeks ago the loss against Rice, and we have the SMU game, the Thursday night game, very highly anticipated here on campus, all blackout, and it should be a good one. So we'll go around and we'll give our score predictions and how we think ECU will fare in the game. Who wants to start, guys?
I'll go first. I think looking at the matchup, you see SMU has a very productive offense. I believe they have about 6-7 guys over 100 receiving yards this season compared to R3. And so that's going to be hard to stop. Their running back has about 350 yards on the season, more than any of our running backs. So they're going to have an explosive offense. Our defense has proved to be strong this year. I think it's going to come down to that matchup. And also coming down to our offensive line stopping their defensive line, and they're getting sacks on us.
Yeah. So what's the score prediction?
I think my score prediction, I said this in the newspaper, so I'm going to stick with it. I said 2017 ECU. I think ECU could come away with a field goal.
Winning?
Yes.
Winning?
I'm gonna go with it just because I'm going to believe in Pirate fans being there on a Thursday night, national televised game, blackout, I think.
Be there. Who knows how long?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how ECU fans want to stick around for the game. Hopefully,
I think we'll make it to the end of the game for the simple fact they're advertising the giveaway. If you for students who make it to the end of the game, they're giving away $1,000 to one student who stays to the end.
It's a Thursday night. I got a lot of stuff to do Friday, so I'll probably be heading out halftime, first quarter. I don't know, but I do think it's going to be a pretty good game. I think SMU is going to come out pretty strong. Our defense has had a hard time stopping the big play this year.
Yes.
So I think SMU is going to get a lot of yardage very quickly into the game. But I do think ECU rallies late in the game, but it's not going to be too much of a barn burner. I think SMU wins. ECU covers, maybe we'll say a 48-38. Give me the over. Give me ECU with the points.
Well, high scoring.
Yeah.
High scoring you're calling.
Their defenses can be shaky at times, too.
I say it's one of those things that I sit in there. I'm looking at the line. 49.5 is what I think we said the line was for points total. I'm sitting there. I'm looking. I think we will go over that.
Give me the over, man.
I think we will go over.
Two overs,
I think
one under.
we will go over 49.5. I agree. I think it'll be a good. I think SMU is going to put the points on the board. They average 32.6 points a game. That's pretty good. They played some notable teams too. I think if they played Oklahoma and TCU. I think it's one of those things where they're going to put the points on the board. Is our defense going to be able to stop? I have a lot of faith in our defense, but are they going to be able to stop that offense? And I think at the end of the day, I think SMU is going to put enough points on the board to get it done, and I don't think our offense is going to do enough on the field to get it done on our end. So I think it's going to be 34-20 SMU. I think it'll be close until the fourth quarter.
That's under, dude.
No, over 49.5.
That's over 54.
Oh, my bad.
It's over, but
I
I think 34-20 SMU. I think it's going to be a close game until the fourth quarter, and it's going to be an ECU thing where we just blow it in the fourth quarter again.
So you think for the over to hit, you think ECU can't cover? You think?
Yeah.
I think the same way. I think if it's going to go over, I think SMU wins by 2 touchdowns at least.
I don't think we'll cover.
I don't see ECU football in 2023 scoring anything close to 30 points.
I don't see us getting.
Besides Gardner Webb,
an
FBS team.
If we get the run game going, which I do think we will be able to do against SMU, we're going to be able to rack up a lot of yards and put some points on the board. We just have to capitalize on our red zone possessions. It's ridiculous.
That's
we've been decent throughout the first 3-4 games, but Rice, that was the fourth game. Yeah, that was just terrible what we did against Rice.
It should be truly atrocious. Yeah, you said it. It's going to come down to red zone offense. And I think, I look at this SMU team, very balanced is what I see. Top 40 offensively, top 30 defensively, top 25 in points allowed. They give up 18 points a game. So I think some of that is kind of skewed since they beat Prairie View A&M 69-0.
Right.
So that'll skew their stats a bit, but I think ECU in the first quarter, really hyped up, going to feed off the energy in that game. They're going to keep it close the first quarter. Then I think we're going to kind of fall off a little bit. As the game progresses, I think we're going to kind of lose that momentum and kind of go back to what we normally do, which is not play very good football. But so my projection is 34-24 SMU, kind of similar to your score. But I think that SMU is going to be up, 2 scores most of this game, and I think ECU kind of gets a late touchdown to make it look closer. But I do think SMU is going to have, kind of cruise their way through this game. But I think, the first, second quarter, ECU is going to look competitive.
Honestly, the biggest reason why I think it's even going to be close to the first 3 quarters is for the simple fact of we're at home, and like you said earlier, there's a lot of hype built around Greenville right now about this game. They've got a bunch of fans are already trying to. I think the student sections they're trying to sell. I think that's pretty much sold out in the student section. So they can't get tickets for that anymore. So I think we'll be there. We'll be loud. It's a Thursday night game in Greenville. We'll be loud. It's a matter of, and I think our players are going to come to play the first half, maybe the third quarter. But after that, I don't see SMU's going to run away.
Come on. I mean, this isn't like football smart guy stuff here. This is just me being kind of myself dumb. But like 12.5, way too much for a home team. It's just way too many points to give a home team. I don't care how we've looked this year. 12.5 is just way too many points on a Thursday night. It's a college campus. It's going to be raucous. It's going to be rowdy, some might say. You just got to take ECU plus the 12.5. I feel that's way too many points.
I agree. I think I might boost my score prediction up a little bit from 2017, but I think ECU will cover just because we're at home and our fourth quarter defense has proved to be strong this year and the end of last year, which is usually where we tend to come back into games a little bit. Hopefully it's not too late. Hopefully our crowd has not died down yet. But I think we can keep it. I think we can keep it under 12. And close into this game, but I think we could win, but I think we could also definitely fall down.
I think this game is, the importance of the big play is going to be big here. Like a big takeaway from the defense, the crowd's going to erupt. So I think, kind of keeping the crowd engaged, keeping that crowd, on their feet, cheering, that's going to be the key for victory.
Absolutely.
If maybe we could look to get some big plays of our own too, something that we don't see to really get that much this year.
Like I think the run game's going to get going this week.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that for all my teams every week. But I think the run game's finally going to get going this week.
Yeah. Speaking of the run game, I saw that they have released the top 50 players for Comeback Player of the Year. Rajay Harris made the list. So he's had a good season coming off the injury.
Yeah, I mean, just considering what this offense has looked like and his production has been pretty good. I mean, coming off the torn ACL, you got to consider him especially top 50.
I mean, he's certainly been our most consistent offensive player.
Definitely. Consistency. Yeah. I think our wide receivers right now, we spoke about this, I believe, like 2-3 weeks ago, trying to find the true wide receiver one. Chase Sowell against Rice looked really well. He could be emerging. So well?
Some were saying he looked so well.
Yeah, but he's emerging as of lately. I hope that Flynn can find him and Jalen Johnson as well to create some big plays. Like we said, keep that crowd going because it can die down at times if we can't put points on the board.
Yeah.
No, it'll be a tough game, but not unwinnable. Right. I think it's gonna be a hard win, but we can definitely duke it out and see if we can get a victory.
9-time game, they'll be in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Pirate Nation will be ready for tomorrow night on the Thursday night game. That is all the time we have for today. A little short and sweet today. Next week we'll get back on track with a normal episode, but we will see you in the next episode. Take care.
Awesome. I like that.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah.